Squad 87, second page, 123 training way, male patient in a bucket truck. Medic 15's requesting an additional page. This is a totally cold scene. They're coming in with the unknown this morning, so they will have to react to the scenario as they find it this morning.
Sometimes people just think we just pick people up, put them in the back of an ambulance and take them to the hospital, and it's so much more. The knowledge and the training that these guys have to amass during their career, people just don't believe it when we tell them sometimes. So this is our scenario that we put on. Our training department puts this on twice a year. We usually have one in the spring and one in the fall. These are based off of actual calls that we've either run before, that we've read about, we've studied about, or it's just something they've come up with. So the incident that you kind of see behind you now is going to be a tree trimming incident. The medics and the EMTs, they'll come in, they're told exactly what they've got. They have to do a scene size up, do a triage if they have more than one patient, and then they have to come up with a plan of treatment for these patients. So you'll actually see them go through all the steps as far as taking care of the patients, applying their treatment to the patients, and then they're going to triage and transport them from the scene.
Pretty much that. I needed to do my job and I needed to do it quick. And I needed to make sure this patient was going to be okay at the end of the day and go home to his family.
Got bee stung here, causing the tree limb to fall the wrong direction, struck the guy on the ground in the head with a tree limb, which is the injury sustained to the head here. This guy ended up getting stung in the bucket, which was allergic to bees, so they treated him very quickly. Now they're addressing the head injury now with this secondary patient over here.
We assessed the situation initially by, when we first pulled up, we did a windshield survey, got additional resources as needed, and we saved the patient by controlling the airway and treating the anaphylaxis shock.
Possibly that the tree may have hit him in the face. He was completely unresponsive, still had a gag reflex, so we just had to control the airway and maintain a blood pressure. So we went ahead and gave some blood since he lost a lot of blood potentially from the arterial bleed.
So we start planning these a year in advance. It takes a lot of teamwork. Our training department starts coming together, brainstorming. We're actually got another one that will be starting in the fall that we're already planning for. So it takes a lot of coordination planning. We start looking around at resources in the county and we start brainstorming what are some ideas, what might our paramedics and EMTs be encountered with in our county. So we try to make it something real life, something realistic that they may encounter. In fact, some of the scenarios that we have presented during our scenario week, the crews has actually ended up going back running some of those scenarios. So it helps with preparation for the everyday call.
One of the things in the medical profession is we're always learning, we're always training. So new treatments come about, new methods, new equipment, and this gives us an opportunity to try it, see how it works, see if we can improve on it, and if we need to change something as far as our protocols.
These training scenarios are very valuable to us because it just keeps us on our toes and brings even people from shifts that don't typically get to work together, part-time, full-time, different levels.
We want to be confident when we go out here and we're running these calls, and all of our paramedics are that. And that starts with the training. And I commend my training staff. I give them all the credit for this because they're a vital part of our organization. Our staff, you know, I would put them up against anybody in the state of North Carolina or anybody in the nation as far as that goes. We've got top-notch providers here in Surry County. We're fortunate to have them here. Many of those folks have went and done paramedic competitions and won them, but where rubber meets the road is when they're out here. I see day in and day out the calls that they're running, and they're providing top-notch care. Surry County's leading the way in the state of North Carolina with aggressive skills and aggressive procedures. If there's something new that comes along that's going to benefit the care that we're providing the citizens of Surry County, you better bet Surry EMS is going to be the one that's doing it.
We like to get the knowledge out there for the public of what we do, and anybody's welcome to come ride with us, come by and see how things work. Anything at all. So you can go to the website, you can call the office. The people who come in and ride, we just get them to sign a form, and then they come in and ride the shift with us. They can go to the county website, go to the Surry County website. There's a link to emergency services on there. They can send us a message or they can call the office, and it's 336-783-9000.